Hello, I'm Linda Dolke. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia, and today I've got part 2 of creative things you can do with our new foil snowflakes. Now these are super cute. I'm going to show you another way to use them today, and believe it or not, there's actually a part 3, so I haven't actually recorded that one yet, but you'll see that up in the next few days as well. Enjoy this one today. So today I'm showing you another way to use our fabulous foil snowflakes. These snowflakes are this gorgeous, there's silver and there's also gold. In a pack you get 24, 12 silver and 12 gold, and I'm using the silver ones today. I originally, on the first video, I showed how to use them to get masking and gave you some tips on how to get the best results when you try to do that. But if you were looking really closely at this card that I made in that video, you might have noticed that my silver snowflake down here is actually not quite silver. He's actually a little bit green. So if you did notice that, good on you for noticing. And I want to show you what I did, because originally when I first tried to do this technique, I used the shiny side. And I soon found out that that wasn't the best way, because the foil is a little bit sharper on this side and it sort of cuts your sponge up a little when you're sponging over it. But what it did leave me with was a greenish, just a little bit of this same green. This color is called Tranquil Tide. Some greenish tone or tint to my silver snowflake. And I really liked it, and I thought, oh, I wish I could keep it green, because when I rubbed it, the green came off on my fingers, which gave me completely green fingers. But there is a way to keep that a little bit green. So it's still silvery, you're still getting the metallic shine of it, but it is also a very pale green that has taken on that ink. And all you need to do to keep it like that is to emboss it in clear. So what I did was I sponged over it with my Versamark ink. I just sponged all over it there, and then I got my clear embossing powder and I poured it on, and then I heat set it with my heat tool, and it came out. I hope you can see the difference. I know the light's not great here, is it? That might be a little better. This one is just the silver untreated, and this one is that little bit green. Can you see that there? Maybe. Anyway, it looks lovely in real life, because you can see it is still kind of minty as well as being shiny, and that's just the clear embossing powder that I've put over the top that's kept that, and that won't rub off. So that's a little tip for you. But then what I also did was, when I worked out that the best way to do the masking was by actually using the reverse side, so the not shiny side, I ended up with a green snowflake, which I had used as a mask on this card. But then I thought, well, it's kind of pretty to use in its own right. So on this card here, I have actually got the green snowflake, which I have used. But if you look closely, you'll see it's shiny too, and this one is not shiny. So what I did, the same thing, I got my Versamark ink, and I used Versamark all over. You can do half at a time if you like, because you're going to have to hold on to some of it. So make sure you've covered it well with your Versamark ink. Versamark ink is great. It's clear, but it's sticky, which means your embossing powder will stick to it really nicely. So I'm just going to do the bottom half of the snowflake. Can you see there the white, or this is actually clear embossing powder. If you use any other color, you'll end up with that color, but by using clear, it's actually going to still allow us to see the green. All right, and then I'm going to get my heat tool, which is right here. Move my powder out of the way and gently heat that. Won't take long. It changes quite quickly, which is great. And it's easy to see when it's changed, because it goes shiny. So won't take long. I don't know if you can see that changing as I do it. Hopefully you can. And now not only is my snowflake green, or whatever color I want it to be, but it's also shiny. Can you see that there? So I've done that half, so I'm actually going to turn it around and do the other half. I can see I've missed a little bit there too. So let me just make sure I've got Versamark ink all over that second side. If I've handled it, it's good to put a bit more Versamark on. Tap off any excess, get rid of the powder so it doesn't blow away, and then heat it again. So I'm doing the second half. There we go. And now I have a beautiful green shiny snowflake, which is perfect to be using on all kinds of cards. So you can see on this one, I've just used, you can use whatever adhesive you like. I actually used a little bit of snail underneath the middle of this, but if you don't like to use snail, you could use a little Tombow, you could use fine tip glue, whatever you think will hold it. And I've hidden any bits of glue with my reindeer, and he's up on dimensionals. For the rest of this card, I used our new music paper, DSP, and it's actually white with black printing, and I braided over it with soft suede ink to give it that kind of antique-y look there in the background. I've also embossed the word joy from the Year of Cheer specialty stamps, or Cheers to the Year stamp set, and I've actually punched that on a circle and just inserted it behind my strip there. The reindeer is in red glimmer paper, and I just think it's quite a simple card, but this green snowflake and the red reindeer make it really special. So I hope you like that. So there you go, that's today's tip. The next tip, the last one that I'm going to, I think the last one, unless I find something else to do with them, the next one will be the last one, and you'll be able to see another way to use your snowflakes completely differently from the way that they come. So look out for that one in the next few days. Thanks guys, enjoy. Bye.